This is John from PbNation. I'm out here at Adventure Valley Paintball. I have the new LV 1.6. I'm shooting on Adventure Valley's beautiful turf. They've just spent a lot of money making a gorgeous tournament field here in St. Louis. Let's see how the LV 1.6 does. All right, so the LV 1.6 is just simply incredibly smooth. One of the reasons I've loved the LV guns in the past is because they were great on paint and just smooth, easy to shoot, a lot of fun to shoot. Let's see how this one does. This is the newest one in the LV platform. Basically, it's the newest Ego. I'm shooting some APX paint here. All the fields in St. Louis are field paint only. And I've got the Bunker King Control Hopper. I picked this hopper up at World Cup, played mech with it, I've played airball with it. Hopper's been an absolute champ. It's basically very similar to a Spire 3, only real small. Just very small, very low profile. First impressions out of the LV is that it's smooth exactly like I would expect. Let's play with a couple different firing modes and let's shoot it. So all I did was just bumped up the rate of fire a little bit, just so, because when I was shooting semi just now, it just seemed a little slower than I was pulling the trigger. Let's see if it makes any difference. Very responsive now. See if you can see it. Got the HK pack on. It's the magnet pack. I also picked it up at World Cup. Been putting it through its paces. HK worked with LASIK years and years ago to do a magnet pack. And I'm glad they're bringing it back. They're good packs. One of the things I noticed with it is when I first put it on, it seemed like it was tight, and then I was able to pull it, and all of a sudden it just had a lot more room to get a lot tighter. So if you do try one on, like I said, give it just that little bit of extra tug, and I was amazed at how well they fit. All right, now most people that play with these in events are obviously going to play in NXL mode. In fact, we are on the NXL Europe field here. This is the field that's going to be used in Spain, I believe. So we're going to take this into ramp mode. And let me just give a shout out to Adventure Valley here. St. Louis is a great area for paintball. Lots of local fields. This is one of the fields that I play on, that play airball on, and they've recently redone it with this turf, and it's some of the nicest turf I've ever played on. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm wearing just regular cleats. I'm wearing, in fact, the HK cleats, and they're incredible on this. Usually when I play on turf, it's slick. I like using kind of the golf spikes, but with this field, man, I haven't found a footwear on here that didn't work really well. It slides well. It's just gorgeous. All right, switch it over to ramp mode real fast. Again, that's how most people play. At least how most people play events. Just feels effortless. So one of the industry guys that shot the very first LV was convinced the velocity was so low, he was shooting black paint, he thought that the gun wasn't even shooting. So These guns are so smooth, he literally put his hand over the front, shot it, then he realized the gun was shooting. That's how smooth these guns are, and that's one of the reasons why I've loved them. The other thing is, when I started this morning, I was actually going to test a different gun first. The paint that I picked up was super cold, and literally breaking on a wooden bench from just a foot up. So at first I was going to wait a couple hours, come back and shoot some more. Then I remembered I had the LV to test as well. So instead of playing with the gun first like I usually do, I went and just to test it straight out. So I haven't gotten to play with this gun at all. One of the reasons I like the LVs is they can just shoot glass-filled paintballs, just glass-shelled paintballs. They're just incredibly gentle on paint, and as you've seen, this gun hasn't broken a ball. Same paint, same very fragile paint, same a little bit dimpled paint, but absolutely incredible. Shooting it all the way dry, absolutely no issue. Shooting it completely dry again on the hopper. Just incredibly smooth, played with it all day. Unbelievably fun to shoot. Can't wait to play with it a lot more. Air efficient, smooth. Everybody that shot it thought it was even more smooth, and this is without tuning anything. This is with the heavy rammer. Just a fantastic gun. that was like 11 tubes, or that was 11 tubes off not even a full fill, with some air left in it, and the big boy hopper. So air efficient. The way that these guns have already been selling, I don't think they'll be out for another month. It sounds like they are going to absolutely sell through on the first run. So if you want one, I would recommend pre-ordering. Go by your local store. If you don't have a local store, look online. Lone Wolf and A&S are two of my favorites, but look around and try and pick one up early, because I'm not sure you'll be able to get one after they start selling. I think they're going to sell out for a bit. So, going to shoot it some more. Going to actually play some with it. Looking forward to playing with it. Looking forward to shooting the Geo4 as well. But this is the LV 1.6 from Planet Eclipse.